He bought a Jeep before he bought you a wedding ring, and you got on here bragging like we were supposed to clap for you.
So there's this trend going on TikTok where women that has dated their men for so long. One of them was 12, one was 8, and they were like, oh, this man bought this, bought cars, bought different cars, buy houses, bought cars for me, bought my dream car, built the dream house, or bought the dream house for me. But this man has not bought the ring. It hasn't popped the question. And some of them that was doing this trend, they were literally just doing this trend just to flaunt it in people's face. Like, yes, even though he hasn't put the ring on it, he provides for me, it takes care of me and all that. But one thing I noticed with these women is that most of these women already have kids with this man and in a long-term relationship. And this man has the money to come into this relationship by proposing to her, by committing to her and say, you know what, let's get married. But this man rather buy every other thing than to commit to her. And this trend has gotten everybody talking. Hey guys, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are great. So let me know what you would do, or what's your advice for women like this, or you think like this is not a big deal to be in a long-term relationship without commitment of marriage and still have children, because that's one thing I noticed. Most of these women, they have children with this man but no commitment. So this video has struck a big conversation and has gotten a lot of people talking. It's not really like a video. It's just women. It's a trend where women just share pictures of their relationship and the things the men they've gotten all these years while they are together without committing to them by buying the ring and popping the question. And this has struck a bigger conversation that has gotten a lot of people talking. And I personally, I have a lot to say, and I know you have a lot to say. So go down and share your thoughts. But before we get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? We'll post videos every day, so go on and subscribe. So let's go check out this video.
Baby girl, you are a placeholder. That man bought a house, has a business, and hundreds of thousands of dollars of toys in his name. In 12 years with no legal commitment, baby, you're his housekeeper and his good time girl. I mean this with love because I see a lot of women, they get into these relationships when they're kind of young and they don't know any better. But if he wanted to, he would. Maybe this is why you have your stitches and duets off, but you are worth more. You are worth the ring, the commitment, the legality of all of it. If he wanted to right now, he could leave you with nothing except for maybe some child support payments. I don't know what state you're in, but there are some states where domestic partnership laws are terrible. So you are entitled to none of that. Absolutely none. Think it couldn't happen to you? Look at the hundreds of thousands of women on TikTok that have said it happened to them 20 years, 30 years down the road.
Listen, babe, you're getting a lot of hate in the comments. Like, people are dragging you, saying things like, hey, like, what are you doing? Hey, that's stupid. A ring costs, so little money compared to this. Might as well just go to a courthouse. It costs less than $100 to get a marriage license. So many things. Please don't let it get to you. You are a beautiful woman and you are a girl's girl. You really are what women need to be. Like, everybody needs to try to be more like you. You are a girl's girl. You love girls. You love women. And it's so obvious in the way that you're dedicating your time, body, because obviously you give him 2 kids, and, your precious love to build for a future woman that's going to come into his life and be his wife, because obviously he has not met his wife yet. Like, I commend you for this. It takes strength to be a girl's girl for real. Like, you're the purest kind of person. For real. Like, you're setting all this up for a girl you've never even met. Or maybe you have, who knows? Like, I admire you. Don't let the comments get to you. Keep being a girl's girl. Keep supporting this man while he figures out whether or not, you know, he wants to marry this person or that person. We know it's not going to be you at this point because, I mean, honestly, why would he even marry you? Because he has assets. He'd probably ask for a prenup, even though you helped him. You know, I'm sure you helped him in some way build his business. But anyways, don't listen to the mean comments. Keep being a girl's girl. I love women like you. We need to support each other more. I love this for you. Good luck.
So I have to talk about this video that I just saw of a woman where on the screen it said he bought all of this, but he still hasn't bought a wedding ring. And it was like a tractor, all these vehicles, a boat, a house, like a lot of stuff. He has spent quite a bit of money buying all of these like man toys. And she has the eye rolling emoji. This is the thing. These are the kind of women that end up with their children in a rundown apartment or having to start all over because you think because that man is looking out for you now or taking care of you now that he always will. But you've never known this man when he doesn't like you, doesn't care for you, when he has somebody else. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but when you're not married to a man and he's there accumulating assets that are not in your name, when things go south, if they go south, that's all him. Even though it was your labor, he didn't have to hire a cook, he didn't have to hire a nanny, he didn't have to hire a chauffeur. Even though it was your labor that allowed him to get out there and do the extra hours and allowed his business to flourish, even though it was part of your unpaid labor that has allowed him to buy all of these things, in the event that the relationship goes south, he will claim that it's all him. And you will have to start all over with your children. Some of these men, when they turn their back on you, they turn their back on their children as well. At the very least, make sure that man is setting up like an IRA for you, an individual retirement account, where he's putting some money in there, where you have something in your own name. But a lot of women, I feel like, put way too much faith in a man that loves you today and don't consider tomorrow. When it comes to women, they're almost always trusting love and romance. And don't get me wrong, those things are beautiful. But when it comes to men, it doesn't matter how much they love you. They can love you with their whole heart, but they're still going to think about it. They're still going to think about their money. They're still going to protect their assets. And that's why it's so important that no matter how much you love him, that you're considering your money and your assets. Your future and your children's future shouldn't be completely dependent on whether or not that man still likes you in 20 years.
I really don't know what these girlies want us to say.
He bought a Jeep before he bought you a wedding ring, and you got on here bragging like we were supposed to clap for you. May I never know a love like this. And that's the thing. A ring or marriage is very important. It really is, because if he dies, then you are a very special friend in the damn funeral program. You can't make decisions. Let's say he is on life support. You can't help make the decisions if you're a girlfriend. Y'all have 4 kids. Why won't y'all get married? Having 4 children is less of a commitment than signing on a dotted line to ensure you guys are legally tied and can make legal decisions for one another? That's not adding up. But getting on here and saying, well, my man bought a car, my man bought a house, my man bought all this stuff before he gave me a ring. You're telling us that your man is not prioritizing marrying you. And you want a round of applause. I'm not going to give it to you. You can get a $50 ring. You don't even have to get rings. Sign that piece of legal paperwork so you have legal standing to make decisions just in case something happens. Come on now. But y'all want to be very special friend on the funeral program. More power to you.
There's just one thing that you can never, ever, ever pay me to do on this internet. And that is to give another woman advice to leave their man based off a TikTok video that they made. Do y'all forget that we don't know these people? We don't know them. We can't tell them what to do with their lives. We don't know them. And really go hard and really expect them to do it? Like, do you think she's gonna leave her man? She's not leaving that man.
Let me tell you a little something. I met my guy at our old job. Within 3 days we were dating. Within 3 months we were engaged. And within 6 we were married. It is now year 5. We have 2 houses, 2 cars, getting a toy car. We have 4 animals. And not only, where is it? Do I have a real ring that I'm very happy with, but I also have a moissanite and opal fake set. This cost us $75.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This trend is not cute, and I know I'll get hate for this. What else is new? I'm always getting hate on here, but it's not it. These girls are bragging about, well, he bought me a house, well, he bought me a car, well, he's doing this for us, he's doing that for us. A marriage license in almost just about every state, I mean, let's just give a range. It's gonna run you anywhere from like maybe 20 to 50 bucks. And I've even heard some state said it was like $5, but I don't know. But worst case, you're looking at like 20 to 50 bucks to get married, to get a marriage license. If he's not marrying you, he is not committed to you. He's getting those things, but he knows that he still has those things even if he doesn't have you. And you can lie to yourself as a female, and you can lie to yourself and try to make yourself feel better. If he's not married to you, you are single. If you are not married, you're single. That foot is always out the door, and don't even get started with the whole if he's married and how many people get divorced and people are married and they cheat on each other. No, you want to talk the numbers versus married versus not married and all those problems, the numbers aren't going to work in the favor of your defense. If he has not married you, you are a single woman. If you're not looking for marriage, you're single. There's no worth of value that he's putting on you unless he is marrying you, ladies. But you'll still continue to lie to yourself to make yourself feel better. Why don't you start treating yourself like you have some value, and then maybe a man will come along and start treating you like you have some value. Because if we can't even value ourselves like that, why are we going to expect a man to come along and do it? If you're not married, you're single. No matter what he does for you or us. There is no us without a marriage. If you're struggling with any of that, you know where to go. Click the link in my description and set up a one-on-one coaching with me. See you there.
What gets me about these videos is these women are so blind. He bought me this, he bought me that, he bought me this. Okay, so all of those things are in his name? You guys have kids together? Honey, that man can commit to children, but he can't commit to marrying you? And it's not even about the ring. Everyone's like, oh, women are so materialistic. It's not even about the ring. It's about the commitment to another person. You can commit to, at minimum, 18 years due to a child, but you can't go down to the courthouse and pay $90 for a marriage license? He's too busy doing this and that and this. If he's spending all this money on you, why can't he go and spend less than $100 on a marriage license? Marriage is too much of a commitment, but children aren't? Please tell me this is a cry for help. Please. Because, like, I want to hold my hand when I tell you this. I want to hold your hand.
The most dangerous man in the world, if you did not see my viral video, is the one that will string you along just like this. And this is not a flex to wait 8 years for a man to lock you down and buying you gifts that are really meant for him that he's putting in his name that could be taken away at any time. And mark my words, mama, they will be taken away when he is done with you. He's not sure about you, you're not his ideal partner, and he doesn't think you're the one. I could guarantee this relationship is not lasting. To string you along and keep you there waiting while he waits for his dream woman to show up. And I can guarantee you, in areas other than having no ring and no wedding and no real commitment under God and the law, that woman does not feel love. I just knows that you're sitting there waiting. You're sitting there waiting for him on his clock. You have shown him that you have no value. You do not value yourself. You do not value your time. My advice to you is you to start really diving into your self-love, and you need to give that man a 3-month timeline. He already had 8 years. Anything that man is giving you, a manly looking car and that little house, you can give it to yourself. I'm here if you need me, book a call, and do not settle for this in life.
I sure hope his mama likes you a whole lot, because if something happens to him, she's inheriting everything and she gets to decide who it goes to. So if you and his mom don't get along, I would start fixing that now, since he's never going to marry you. That being said, he did not buy you your dream car unless it's in your name. He bought himself a Jeep. He bought himself a house that you get to live in. He bought himself all of those things that he gets to keep. If for any reason you guys break up or something happens to him, he bought his mama those things. They're not yours. You get to use them, and I'm happy for you that you're enjoying the things that he's buying and allowing you to use, but you have no legal right to those things because you are not married. It matters. And you're trying to pretend that it doesn't matter. I think it probably makes you feel better. And I'm really sorry for the reality check, but don't come bragging on the internet as if this is some great situation that you're in, as if it's better than marriage and having a legal right to being protected financially. You're acting like you're better off than the people who got married. And it's that attitude that has people coming for you. Because if you weren't on the internet bragging about how this is better than him marrying you and trying to look down on other people, then you wouldn't be getting attacked like this. And to be totally honest, I hope you don't take it as an attack. I hope you take it as a reality check and tell him that you need to be financially protected. He needs to put your name on those vehicles, even if you're not going to get married. He needs to put your name on that house, even if you're not going to be married. It's as simple as that. You need protection because you never know if something crazy is going to happen. God forbid that it does. I don't hope that any of these things happen, but people die. And you have no protection for you or your babies. Everything goes to his parents right now until your babies are adults. Protect your children. Protect yourself. And he should want to protect you. He should want you to be secure in case anything happens to him. Your name better be on all of those things, or he didn't buy a single thing for you. He bought them for himself. And he gets to keep them if anything happens and you guys don't stay together. I'm sure there's no way that you can picture the end right now, but crazier things have happened. More secure and longer relationships have ended. You can't tell the future, but both partners should be interested in protecting the other one in case something were to happen. I could not imagine buying a vehicle without my husband's name on it. Even when we were only engaged, we were not married, and we both bought vehicles and put the other person's name on it because it was really important to us that we both were protected and could handle the affairs whenever something happened. Protect yourself. He should want to protect you as well. And if he says no, that means he has no interest in protecting you. That's not a partnership. But I hope you're happy.
Please go down in the comment section, share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but be respectful as always here. I have a story time to tell you people about somebody that I know something like this happened to, but yeah, this is it. I'm like this on this, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm like, I'm in the middle. I'm stuck in the middle on this conversation, and this is why. First up, if you've been watching me on this channel, you know what I think about marriage and what I feel about marriage, even though I'm in a long time marriage of 10 years plus. I personally, I don't believe in the institution of marriage. I believe in having a partner and all that, and all the healthy things that comes with a relationship. But the idea of marriage, like societal idea of marriage, I personally am just like no on it. Like I don't believe in it, and it is what it is, because I just feel like the social construct of marriage is wrong. It could be done in a different way, which if you guys want me to talk about my marriage dynamic and how marriage can be done in a different way that can seem very healthy, because I feel like the societal structure of marriage does not work for women. That to say, I also believe that if you are in a relationship like these women are for so long, you need to be protected in some form of way, whatever way you are, whether you're saving your own money, you're having your own property as he's buying, he's giving you money to go buy for yourself so that you secure yourself. And for me personally, if the man is committed enough, you guys know how I feel about having children. I believe that everybody should stop having children and focus on themselves. But if a man is comfortable enough, and this is why I'm saying I'm like not in a, I'm in stuck in the middle. If a man is comfortable enough having children with you, then the man should be comfortable enough marrying you. But if he's doing one without the other, then that man does not care for you. It's not as if I'm saying that marriage is all, oh, that makes the man not to cheat on you, or the man not to treat you a certain way or treat you bad. But if a man is committed to having a family, which most of these women, they already have kids and all that, he could as well just marry you, because you've done the biggest commitment, which is having kids already. So why can't you just do the marriage and secure yourself, secure your partner and all that? Yes, we've heard of women that were married and they left the marriage, or the marriage ended and they didn't get anything. But if you're in this type of situation, this type of marriage where you know this man can afford it, is comfortable, look out for yourself. Whatever, yes, sometimes we women will get carried away with the idea of being in love. Oh, love, and believe that love is going to fight everything, or love is going to protect everything. You need to start looking out for yourself. You need to start protecting yourself. You need to start providing for yourself. And you need to start thinking that, okay, what happened if this man is not here? Either by death or breakup or whatever. What happens? Will you still be fine? Will you start from 0-1? Like, paint the worst scenario in your head. Some people will say, oh, you will be attracting the wrong negative energy. No, that's you just planning and protecting yourself. And that's the first thing you should do, especially as a woman. Protect yourself. It is not a flex. Like the other woman said, we don't know these people personally, but if those properties are not bought in your name, or you've not confirmed that, because some men will even come with a fake document, which I'm going to get to that story. I want to tell you guys how a girl was played and given fake document and all that. I'll get to that story. Some men will come with fake document. Make sure those things are in your name. If it's building a house, are you buying an apartment? If it's buying those toy cars and all that, what is he buying for? Is that your name on it? The children, does he have trust fund for these children? What is out there? Like, are you how are you looking out for yourself in that marriage? Then you just going with my man. I'm not praying anything to happen to the relationship, but think of the worst case scenario. It could die, it could fall sick, it could have accident, it could break up with you. Anything can happen. This is life we're living. Anything can happen. We can't predict what will happen in the future. So why don't you just protect yourself? Why would you, like, for me, it doesn't make sense. So I would say, go get married. If you've had kids with him, you could as well just put a ring on it and answer the missus and get all the legal benefit that comes with being married. Or else, I don't know what you're doing. You're just playing yourself. So here's the story I want to tell you guys. When I was much younger, I had this friend, which is now, she's a sister now because we grew up together and all that. Love her. And directly opposite the apartment was her apartment. She stayed with her dad and her brother. And the mom and the dad, they were divorced. You guys know how it is. They were divorced, but she lives with her dad. But the dad has this girlfriend, a younger girl. She was still even in high school, come to think of it. She was really young. She was She was about getting into the university and all that. And this girl got into the university. This man was spoiling her with money. And this man worked with one of the biggest oil companies in Nigeria at that time. So he had money and It was spoiling her with money and all that. Imagine a girl that was in the university. In Nigeria, it's not a common thing to be in the university and having a car. At that time, this is when I was like in my teens. I was like 13, 12. Yeah, I'm talking about those times. Like I was really young. I was still in high school and all that. That was when these things were happening. So it wasn't common for a university student to have a car at that time. So I think probably I should be like 14, 15 when this was happening because we're already grown. But him and this girl, they've been together for a long time. And there was this triangle dynamic that was going on. There was another girl in the picture. Stay with me. There was another girl in the picture. And this man bought this girl a car. I remember that car so vividly where it was a red car. Like it was a Toyota sport car, red. And he bought her a car. Everybody was like, hey, bought her a car. Da, da, da. This car was in school and all that. And I don't know what happened within them in their relationship and all that. There was a fight. And I think they said there was a cheating going on or something, that he caught her cheating or something like that or something. I don't know, or suspect cheating. I don't know what happened in the relationship. But this man switched 360 on her. The other side chick that was there, because she was the main chick, and then the side chick, the man focused on that one, got married to her. And at the point, the man went to get the car from her. The car that she had owned for years, the man got the car from her. And she was thinking the car was in her name. The car was not in her name. And she and this man, they've been together for years. She and the man started dating while she was in secondary school. I think she was in last year of high school. Till she got into university, almost ending, like finishing up on university. So they were together for a long time. Okay? Like 5-6 years. This man took the car, and when she wanted to make trouble about it, like to keep the car, the man brought the original documentation of the car. The car was never in her name. He gave her a different documentation that shows her name on it, but the car was not in her own name. So she lost. This man just dropped her, like she was almost losing it. She was losing it. So that's why, ladies, whatever relationship you are, it can be sweet and rosy at this point, but protect yourself. Look out for yourself. It's not always going to be. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section. Share your own thought down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful as always. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We are banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, with that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.